Hello. I know this is always the first thing that you see when I post a video of a live, so I want to be the first person to say hello, welcome here, and as we wait for our viewers or audience to come in. My name is Useriwa and I rep Homeland to Heartland, so I know they're already coming in. So this is for people that watch this video after I must have posted it. It's for those people. I'm leaving it out there. Hi, everybody. I'm just gonna wait for most people to come in, and I just wanted to come live because I could have come live. I think I was supposed to be live on Thursday to talk about this, but I was like, I was so busy after I made the post, and I pushed it to Saturday. So what I wanted to talk about today is ways to survive when you first move abroad. And abroad is inclusive of Europe, the UK, Canada, USA. Now, I live in the US, and I know a few people that I know would also live maybe in Canada. Then more people live in the UK. And there was a video I posted on Homeland to Heartland's YouTube page 2 days ago. Hi, Chikamso. Let me just welcome everybody in. Everybody in. Hi, Damian. Hi, Black Koju. Hi. I know that a lot of us are going to be migrating more in droves next year, next 2 years. I don't think this is a trend that is going to stop anytime soon. So my little contribution is going to be at least giving a little bit of platform for people that want to move. Hi, Chinonso. Hi, Nedo Felix. If you live anywhere in the UK, in Canada, you know that when you first arrive as an immigrant fresh off the boat, or this time around fresh off the plane, it's not the way you thought it was. And sometimes we do come in, hello, God's will is here. When you don't move abroad prepared, yeah, you will meet a lot of obstacles. Naturally, when you move anywhere, you're supposed to meet obstacles. You walk through them. That makes you a living thing. But when you're a little bit or very much underprepared to move abroad, if you move abroad underprepared, life will be more difficult for you than someone who was prepared and with less information. The thing about moving abroad is not about moving abroad. Is the information you get, the first set of information you get. So I'm going to try to see if I can bring up God's Will. God's Will lives in Canada, and I know he has, he knows what I'm talking about. And let me try to go live with him. How it works in Canada, how it works in the US is not how it works in Canada. Definitely not how it works in other parts of abroad. Hi, God's Will.
Hi, also.
Good. How are you?
Good, you?
We can see your flag back there. We can see the flag.
Yeah.
Waving is high, and high. How are
It's
you?
it's a national event.
Oh, even I didn't know that. Happy National Remembrance Day.
Thank you.
Okay. So guys, God's will. I'm fine, thank you. I was about to go eat hotspots. I said I must do this today because I made a video 2 days ago and I was supposed to use this live to come in, but I shifted it today. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about, Ada Augusta, welcoming in God's will. Ada Augusta 30. Queenette, for everybody just joining us. Hello, welcome. Hello. Hi, Princess Ugosimba. I think I saw her earlier. And how are you? Me special.
No.
I remember the last time that we had this live talk about moving abroad and sustaining yourself abroad the legal way. And you had like 2, 3, 4 things to add in for people moving into Canada legally so that the journey will be a little bit, easy on them. It's never going to be an easy journey, but you had so much insights on it. And I was like, I got to get this guy, even if it's for like 10, 20 minutes to just talk to us for people that are going to move to Canada. Guys, God's will. He didn't say a lot that day because there were a lot of people on the live and they didn't let him. And I kind of noticed he's the kind of person that he would never, you're such a gentleman, he would never talk above anybody. He will wait for you to finish. So a lot of people did not get his message. So God's will, please help and educate us a little bit. As new immigrants, people that are intending or people that are stuck right now. Because I know that the number one problem is not finding what to survive on. That means work and not having the right papers for it. And then the most important one, not even having a clear path to this, to what we call permanent residency or citizenship.
Okay, thank you also for bringing me up here. Yeah, you know, like whenever I want to narrate some of these things, I always use myself as an example, being an immigrant to Canada. So I came into Canada with a work permit because I have my spouse here. And from there, because one of the first things I do when I checked into a country is to know what is my right, where my boundary starts and where it stops. Because I know I'm a citizen of Nigeria, and then what are the things I need to do if I want to stay long in this land? So that part is what I began to start researching, and just for the fact that my spouse is here. So it's been long here since 2010, and she came in here as an international student.
Oh,
so
wow.
Her experience actually drive me more to know more about immigration laws.
Yeah.
What are things one need to do for you to migrate to Canada?
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, I was able to make a whole lot of research and figure out what I need to do for me to be able to, the process I need to get up to becoming a citizen of Canada.
Yeah.
So when I came into Canada as a work permit, the next thing was for me to start working. The work, like what are the next thing to do?
Yeah.
Like every province in Canada has different immigration processes. And then whichever province you are in, you just need to know how their process works for you to get to a level of becoming a Canadian citizen. So the first thing I do by discovering the way is to be able to, what I need to have or how many hours I need to have to be eligible to apply for provincial nominee. So provincial nominee, I have to write the IELTS exam, probably through my spouse, and getting the required score. And then once I'm able to get the score, have the number of hours required by the provincial immigration law of Alberta, and then I have to apply for permanent resident. And when I apply for permanent resident, I figure out that my passport has expired and there's no way they can continue. So I have to renew my passport.
Oh.
And it takes me a whole lot of processes for me to get into Ottawa, Nigerian embassy, getting my passport, and all of those processes. That was the point where I said to you that at some point I have to get an emergency flight to fly into Ottawa, paying over $3,000, for flight to get in there to enable me have my
you told me that
my passport, know. So like I said earlier also that provinces differ in terms of immigration application processes.
Yes.
The Saskatchewan have their own tune, have different processes there. Alberta have theirs, Ontario have theirs. So it all depends. Like I said to people, when you come in, I said earlier here, when you come in here with a 1-year work visa, study visa, make sure you extend it before the 1 year elapses. The reason is because if you finish with that 1 year, when you apply for postgraduate work permits, Canada, the immigration is going to give you just 1 year visa. So question you ask your friends, is 1 year enough for me to be able to apply for provincial nominee? Is 1 year enough for me to be able to accumulate require the provincial work hours, then is there enough time for you to be able to write your IELTS exam? Those are the questions you need to ask. If you check and know that you will not meet up within that 1 year, all you need to do is, before the 1 year elapses, look for another course, work with your international department office, let them be able to look for another course you can be able to, probably 6 to 8 months, to extend your study visa. Don't go to apply for work visa after your 1 year. Make sure you don't allow that 1 year to finish for you to be able to apply for, have enough time to apply for extended study, and then be able to finish it. Once you finish it, on the whole, you can be able to apply for postgraduate work visa with your certificates, and then you can get a full 3 years postgraduate work visa.
Oh, it's not.
If somebody ask you a question, I'm going to respond to this.
Can an international?
So he said, how long can an international student bring her family over to Canada? So this is what I tell people. I said, it all depends on your bank account. If your bank account is telling you the truth, if you meet up the Canada immigration financial, if you qualified, then once you get your study visa, you can apply with your entire family. But if you're not so financially buoyant, apply for yourself, get your study visa, then you can apply for your family. So your family can get their study visa, their work visa, before you leave your country, or by the time you arrive the country, they can come meet you here. Because I tell people, if you are married, and let's say your wife is this applicant, if your wife gets a study visa, the husband can as well get a work visa. While the wife is schooling, the spouse is working, is bringing income to the family to be able to support the family. So that is how that works. But if you know that you are not financially buoyant, just make sure you come in here first, because as an international student, you are required to work 20 hours on a weekly basis. Those are the requirements. So you check if the job you are doing is sufficient enough for you to carry your family along. Then you can apply for your family to come in.
I hope you got what Gospel explained to you at Augusta. So Joseph Ibuge says, working for the company visa within the duration of your years on your work visa, will you be able to apply for your papers, i.e. permanent residency and other documents to stabilize your stay in Canada?
Yeah, it's possible. That depends if the company you are working for still needs you, and then they still want you to extend your stay. Then under your work employment letter, that you can use to apply for your work permit extension. Now within the extension, you know where your right starts and where it stops. Know when you're eligible to go through the processes of permanent resident and all that.
In other words, just information is key. You just have to look for these informations. They are out there. I know a lot of people are so depressed after they move in. They feel like they're not making a headway. They feel like there are no other options. They feel like there's no straight cuts, there's no straight way to get to what they need. I just for the permanent residency. And then some people are in fear of overstay. So I'm so glad that I was able to bring you up here for people to listen to. And if you're just joining us and you are interested in any information that he must have put out, that Mr. Godson put out, just go and watch this video again. I will be watching this video 2 or 3 times again so I can get the info that I need, because very important info here. So the same person is still asking, must you attend the school that gave you admission on your student visa?
So the question is, yes, you must, because except you probably want to change your study to something else. But if a school has given you an admission, and through that letter of admission from the school, yes, that enables you to get a study visa. So it means, because one thing I tell people, I said, you don't mess with the system. Nobody is coming to chase you. No immigration officer is coming to chase you, find your location and all that. Yes. The police is not going to chase you here, but you just have to make sure that you are well informed. You follow the process. Once you follow the process, there is no way the government is going to come after you, chasing you. But just make sure you are within your rights. Because you are coming to school, you have to go to school. Yes. Except you want to change from international students, you get married and all that. Then you want to stop your studies by using your spouse's marriage certificate to apply for whatever work permit and that may.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Queen Wendy says you can change school. I changed mine. She said she changed. She was able to change hers. Thank you, Lillian.
Because I know you're already in Canada. If you're changing to school, yes, that is acceptable because you're already in Canada. Mm-hmm. Probably I didn't get that right.
Yeah, I think that's what Joseph meant. I think he also, like he says, must you attend the school that gave you admission on your student visa? That means maybe he's in the country already and he's thinking of changing. So Joseph, okay.
Yeah, if you're in the country already, yes, you can change school to continue your studying. But like I said, if you want to change it to something else, you also have to go through the process.
Okay, I see that. Mercy, please, you can ask your questions here. And then we'll see if you can get your questions answered, or you can say what you want to say here and in the comment section, please, guys.
Just one more information. Those from Sudan, the Sudanese community, yes, the portal is open for Sudanese because there is war crisis in Sudanese. So the government of Canada Immigration just extended their portal for Sudanese, yes, the October 2024. That's the deadline.
October 2024.
It's extended for those that wants to apply for asylum. Yes. So the portal is open till October 27, 2024.
Just for Sudanese people.
Yeah, just only for Sudanese. These are just mainly some of the countries that are going through war and crisis, and all that, just like Afghanistan, Morocco, Sudanese, and Ukraine. Mm-hmm. Those are the portals that open more for refugees, for those who wants to come in.
No, okay. Oh, I think he's saying the same thing you answered him before. I think he still maintains. He says, no, what I mean is, if you can enter with a student visa, then choose to apply for work. What I meant is, if you can enter with student visa, then you choose to apply for a work permit.
So your study visa allows you to work in Canada, but you are limited to a number of hours. Okay. So you are limited to 20 hours per week as an international student. Mm-hmm. So you can't work 40 hours like every other person. So you're only entitled to 20 hours a week.
Joseph, I hope that answered your question. If you choose to apply, you can. I think that's the process that Godsu explained earlier. He explained the process of you now getting to work permit, for you going from student permit, student visa to work visa. He explained that process. So if you can watch this video again, I think you learn from what he said. You go to school, you work while you're in school, and then you after school you are able to qualify for you work a number of hours. I think 1,400 number of hours. You just watch the video again, because I know he explained everything clearly. I think he did twice this same particular issue. So if you watch this video again, you would understand. When Wendy says students can now work 40 hours per week.
No, No, so that has changed. It was first, I think that portal was open for Ontario, in Ontario. So they closed it. So it's no longer 40 hours. I know that was the time Canada was, they lack workers. So they probably need people to work more. So you ask yourself, for instance, how can you be able to work 40 hours as an international student when you are doing a full time? Can you be able to do that?
Are you able to do that? Queen Wendy, I think Godswill says that the portal has long been closed, because I know everybody that I know of right now are 20 hours. I think I know 2 people in different provinces. I know somebody in Saskatchewan, same 20 hours work per week. Joseph Ebube says, in terms of the school application process, is there a fully funded scholarship for international students, be it masters or?
Yes, for masters, for PhD, yes.
Okay, for masters and PhD, yes, but for bachelor.
So I know most of these are coming from people from back home, right?
Yes, yes.
So people from back home, like I said, if you want to go through, want to do your master's here or PhD, just be able to Google schools, the schools that and the province you want to go.
Okay.
Check the schools out, look for the professors, the dean of the studies of the department, email them, send them your resume. Your resume will help to acknowledge for the acceptance. So your resume alone can speak for yourself. That will be able to help them to acknowledge, to ask you to, give you an invitation, because I know someone that came in a few months ago, the same process, the person, like the information I'm trying to pass here, the informations I have. I'm not an immigration officer.
Exactly.
And also don't work one. Yes, I help people with studies, apply to studies. I help people with PR processes, but that's where my limit stops. So I'm not like a full-time immigration license officer. So I'm just talking based on what I do, based on people that knows me. So on that, somebody I know a few months ago just came into Canada for masters. He was a lecturer in one of the schools in Nigeria. Yes. And then how he went, because he has to go through the school, look for a lecturer or professor, yes. Email the person, send the person his resume, and the person saw the resume and loved it, and then send him an invitation. So that is how he was able to get an admission for masters. Yes. And then he applied for his study visa, and he's here already. And professors are dragging, they are dragging him because it's good. Because it's so good. Once you are good, everybody is coming for you, right? And once you come in here with for masters, I think it's fully sponsored or something, funded, and up to your PhD, if you so wish. Government funds that as well.
That is so lovely, because I've been surfing the internet to see if there's fully funded scholarship for undergraduates or aspiration. Okay, that's why he's asking.
Yeah, Joseph, try to Google that, search schools, check for professors, check their emails, send them an email. They will respond to you. It's easy sending an email than calling, because I know calling will probably consume more for you. So send them an email. They will respond to you. You can also look for an agent in Canada to make it easy. They will be able to help you do that.
That's key, yes. I would advise that too, because somebody who's in the system there that you have a direct contact with helps you faster than you just groping around in the dark. I'm so grateful for you to come on our platform today. I am so grateful for that.
Thank you.
I'm so, we are blessed. This 1 hour, we're so blessed. Thank you so much for giving us this wonderful gem today. Even I myself have learned, because I know I don't know anything to do with until also Search America tips. Don't worry, just pray that I'm gonna find someone who is as as experienced as Godswill to come here and give you guys tidbits. So we will share America tips with not me. I don't know a lot. I came in with a student visa and my information is kind of limited on that side. And I would not want to give you backdated information. I want to give you someone who researches on these things, who has information on these things. That way you are getting updated info. Just like Gospel said, the thing with information is you have to keep updating. If you don't search for more updated info, you're going to have just the ones you have. And I'm not going to be any good to you or anybody for that matter if I give you tips for students on how to work, migrate here as a student, as a student, sorry, rather. I came here way to 2017, everything must have changed. Everything, trust me. Even people that came in last year, 2023, people that came in this year, by 2024, information would have changed. So I'll get you someone who is much more updated on this.
Yeah, just like I said people are just like those in Ontario probably will be lucky soon if the new bill is passed in Ontario. So meaning that if you are going to Ontario as an international student, you're going to be a lucky person because probably that portal will be opening. That is if the bill is passed. That within the 1 year as an international student, you will be eligible to apply for permanent resident by going through the provincial nominee processes and passing and then applying for permanent residence. But so when you just hear as an international student within 1 year you're eligible to apply for, people really don't do, some of them don't do research, right? Once they just hear that, they just say, oh, I'm eligible. You need to know what are the criteria, what are the things I need to do, what are my work eligibility. And let me also pass this information also quickly. Okay, I see people when they come in as an international student, some of them have courses online. The first thing they do, they rush to work in oil and gas. Oh. Do you understand? They are looking for big money.
Looking for big
money.
When
I tell people, I said, you can get the big money, but Canada Porter have what they call NOC. Those work eligibility that can be able to qualify you for your provincial nominee. So you have to make sure you do there are some certain jobs that even have minimum wage. But the goal is for you to be able to, at the end of the day, you'll be able to have a permanent stay in Canada.
Yes, that's the goal.
So don't rush to do some of the high-paying jobs that you know are not among the NOCs. So you have to make sure you work within the job that when you apply for provincial, check your NOC, you see that your job criteria fall into the NOC that enable you to qualify for provincial nominee.
What is the full meaning of that?
It's a National Occupation Classification.
National Occupation Classification. Got
it. NOC.
NOC. Got it. Occupation Classification. Okay, I see that. Thank you for that. Got it.
So that's for those also seeking for applying for permanent resident from Canada as well. You also have to make sure you know what it requires for you to be eligible, because people write the IELTS exam, they feel that, oh, what are the scores I need to have for me to qualify for? Because there are some scores you also have that limit you to apply into the federal skill that because when you score a minimum of 7.5 in each, because IELTS consists of 4 things: writing, reading, listening, and hearing. So you need to try to score a minimum of 7 to 7.5 in each. What that does for you, once you have this scores, it helps you to go into Federal Express Entry. And once you are nominated, you have the choice to decide which province you want to live.
Okay,
you can live in any province, but there are some certain scores you have. It will just be a particular province that will need you. And before that province will need you, you have to sign a particular document that I'm going to be here for a period of 3 years. Because as a permanent resident, 3 years is a minimum for you to be eligible for citizenship. Once you become a citizen of Canada, you can live in any province you wish. But becoming a permanent resident, if they accept you, you have to be in that province for that period of 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're learning.
So you can't live in any other province. You just have to be that province.
That makes, oh my God. It's not like,
yes,
it's really like,
yes, so Augusta, you can do that. Like I said, information is key.
yes.
Take your laptop, use your phone. Like I said to people, there are some limited information you can get using your phone.
Yes.
Because the way Canada immigration portal is, there are a lot of things that are limited to phone. So for you to get full information, sometimes try to use your laptop.
The web.
Your laptop helps you open the portal and you'll be able to get the full information you are looking for. So you can apply for masters yourself without the help of an agent.
Yes.
But if you're not good at doing it fully, you can also get someone that can be able to guide you.
Okay.
Because someone can guide you. Some people might want to take a little token from you to guide you, because in Canada, our time is money. Time is money.
It's money.
Time is money. Nobody does things. No, nothing here goes for free. The same way they tell you there's no shortcut in Canada.
Yeah.
There's never a shortcut. If you try shortcuts, you might be caught and get a ticket.
So IELTS is a must. I think that's a yes. Someone is asking if IELTS is a must.
Yeah, because you ask yourself, Nigeria is not part of the English speaking country required by.
We're being recognized as that. So they don't recognize Nigeria as an English speaking country. That's what it means.
As English.
Wait,
do you know Ghana is ahead of Nigeria in terms of English?
Okay. I know we're bad.
Are you aware?
Bad. I did not know we're that bad, but I thought our English is like.
Ghana is we're recognized internationally ahead of Nigeria.
My place says schools don't ask for it. Now, I'm thinking for Canada or for the provinces, is it the school? Because now I'm going from student visa to post work study visa.
So there are two IELTS.
Okay.
You have IELTS General.
Okay.
That is for studies.
Okay.
You have IELTS. IELTS General is for permanent processes.
Okay.
And you have IELTS Academic. That's for those that go, because some of the schools requires you to have IELTS, write IELTS exam academic for you to be able to, for those going for master's degree or whatsoever. Some schools requires you to have that.
Okay.
Not all the schools.
Okay.
Some schools require you to have that.
Okay. But the other one, the one where you have to take it in order to get the post-work study visa. I'm guessing, just like you said, do we speak good English in Nigeria, or like can we communicate? So I'm guessing that is to enter the workspace, every other thing. You have to actually take the IELTS so that they're sure what is coming over to the work site, right? The best, that's what it stands for.
I didn't get that.
Like, you know how it says you say there are two types, and I'm guessing that the second one is the one where the second IELTS is the one where you take it when you're moving from, now you've done your work, your work visa or your study visa. You're migrating from your study visa now to post-work visa. That's after school.
Yes, that's IELTS General.
That's the general. The other one is academic.
Academic.
Oh, okay. Let's that one. Says his school is CNA at Newfoundland.
Yeah, like I said, not Blazer, not all the schools ask for your IELTS.
For the for IELTS academy.
So
academy.
I see for those that are going for masters too.
Okay.
Some schools will require you to have some people have 2.2, some have 2.1, some have 3 points. So it depends on the school. Some school will tell you what is required as a degree holder.
Yes.
The GP, they want to know your GPA. So the GPA gives you an eligibility for that particular school. So every school have required GPA eligibility as well.
I hope you guys got what he explained this last one about different types of IELTS. So you see, when he says this particular one is a must for this, that means he's not talking about one. He's talking about one and not the other. Any more questions so that we'll wrap this up and let Godswill get back to his busy schedule? Because getting him here, guys, please, any more questions so that we can let him go and then we can all go, because it's a Saturday and people have to go do other things. Do you have any more questions? You are correct, bro. Thank you for clarifying the IELTS. Of course, he's correct. He comes correct. I know he comes correct. I know he's good for you. He gave you guys good information. So if you're just coming in now, don't fret. This is a live video. I'll be sharing this video after this live, and everybody can go and school themselves over and over again. And if you feel like you need more information and that you're willing to get a mentor or coach or anything, someone that knows the ropes, Godswill Hill knows the ropes. If he's able to help you out, then you're lucky. So please reach out to him for any.
Come with money.
Come with money, please. His time is money. It's not gonna be free information. This he has given you here free information, but that's to tell you that he knows more. So you want more information, you know what it takes. Get to his inbox, and I wish you all the luck.
Thanks, guys. I'm free to give any information you need. Just DM me whenever you can, and when I have the time, I respond to your messages. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Godswill. Thank you for gracing us with today. Thank you for gracing our press.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
This is the end of it. Also, please, when should we expect USA tips? When should we expect you? When should we expect tips? It says I should tell you that it will let you know when you should expect the next tips. Just keep your eyes glued. Better go and follow. What? That's Heartland says go and follow us on Instagram and also subscribe on YouTube if you want to get this information of USA tips. You see how people enjoyed Godswill today. You see how fountain of knowledge came onto them, poured and showered and rained on us. Go and subscribe, bro. Go and follow. Bye, guys.
Yeah, Augusta, don't worry. Just come in with your questions. I'm willing to answer you. Okay.
Please go
just
to
kidding.
Your last night. Don't mind them. Go to Godswill, please. Carry money for wallet, because that thing. If you want to go through this journey, have your funds. USA too hard, I beg. It's not really that hard. Just like many people were shouting, Canada is hard. But now, after meeting with Godswill now, they're like, okay, can I come to your DM? It's doable. If you see someone that's walked the walk and is talking the talk, follow the person that knows the road. You will get to anywhere. US is doable. Canada is doable. Don't ever give up hope. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night, Godswill. Bye.